Johann Say Yeah is a musical project led by American singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist Alec Unsworth. I might be pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry. With the help of some musicians, at some points they can be thought of as a band. At this point in time, he is now back to being on his own. He started working live on his own in 2003. He formed a band around him in 2004. First album came out in 2005, and there have been 5 more since. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was the first album by Johann Say Yeah, and it's my first encounter with them, him, however you want to pronoun it. The first track, it started well with this kind of weird organy thing and a little bit of kind of plinky toy piano and felt like a campfire sing-along. And I thought, oh, okay, this is going to be interesting. And then it's mostly not as interesting as that, I would say. So it settles into indie rock. If you like indie rock a lot, you might like this. It does have some idiosyncrasies to it. There are long sections which are just backing, which is effectively the band playing chord sequences. Sometimes there's kind of some guitar solo stuff going over it, but often that's very repetitive. This is one of the things that I find a bit curious about indie rock, is they seem to have decided that people are happy to listen to backing without anything else that catches the imagination. So if it was a really good groove, the backing, I would be fine with that. But when it's kind of fairly generic and straightforward, I tend to find I'm a little bit bored by that. So I feel like this is the opposite of what ABBA did, which was at every point in time there was always something interesting to listen to, whereas in this, that's definitely not the case. As I said, there are occasionally interesting sounds. There's one track that's mostly toy piano, which is instrumental. I think that's the whole track. It tends to be the starts and the ends of tracks that are the more interesting bits. The vocals are weirdly unintelligible. I really found it hard to pick up much of the words through here. Occasionally, his inflection and ornamentation reminded me of David Byrne of Talking Heads. There's very few consonants come through in his singing, so it's hard, as I say, it's hard to pick up the words, which I think is a shame, because I think if I could have made out the words, I might have liked it more, because the little bits I picked up tended to have kind of oddities and curiosities and being quite odd in there. So overall, slightly interesting sound, because he's also got quite an interesting sound, or an odd sound to his voice. The backing sounds very generic, but the vocals are different. There are occasional bits that are slightly interesting, but actually overall I found it mostly dull, and I found my concentration was wandering. So you might hate me for saying this. This might be your favourite thing ever. Please talk to me. Tell me what you think through the comments box. That's it from me for now.